I've made some Jens shirts before, but this is a Jens shirt. It's not one of my own creations, it's actually from Trek Factory Racing as part of their commemoration of Jens Vogt's last professional race, this upcoming week's Tour of Colorado. This upcoming week's Pro Cycling Challenge. The 2014 US Cycling... In fact, there will be a number of Jens-related things at the race next week. Fan parties in both Aspen and Vail, some limited edition gear you can buy course-side. There's a link to all the details in the video description, and yes, there is a Jens soundboard.
Oh my god, what am I doing here? Are they insane?
The 2014 US Pro Challenge is so big it's even displaced Lance Armstrong from NBC Sports Cycling homepage, kind of. NBC Sports is showing live daily coverage, which I can't complain about, though I'll be watching on Tour Tracker. Or live at the race because I live here and I've been given media credentials. Hope I didn't just get somebody fired. There will also be nightly recaps on NBCSN's sister network Universal Sports, which flies in the face of their frequent claims to not actually be NBC. You know, it's alright guys, this is a safe space. You can be who you are here. Plus that rainbow peacock thing in your logo, I mean come on, it's pretty obvious. Universal Sports is also the US broadcaster for the currently in progress Eneco Tour, which as their website tells us is a road bicycling racing stage race. It sounds like a poorly written Wikipedia article. Oh wait, that's because it is a poorly written Wikipedia article. You guys remember James Fry, the guy who made up that book about drugs and then had to apologize to Oprah? I guess he's the other guy who made up the book about drugs and had to apologize to Oprah. Anyway, he wrote some other stuff, but then Gawker realized that he lifted it from Wikipedia, which isn't okay. Just because it's free doesn't mean you can steal it and call it your own. Anyway, this half-assery irritates me because Eneco is really becoming one of the most interesting races on the calendar. The endlessly photogenic Moor van Gerardsbargen shows up 3 times in today's stage, Saturdays ends on the longer and more open La Redoute, and Sunday takes in a handful of the famous climbs from Amstel Gold. Toss in the bonus seconds and TT from earlier this week and you're looking at a GC title that is one of the most comprehensive and unique in cycling. It's actually a great exposition of the sport, especially for an audience of total noobs. But currently on Universal Sports site, we've got I Am Groot level descriptions like Steve Schlanger and Todd Gogolski reviews Danek Stibar Omega Bad Crash. In fact, there are 2 videos specifically covering this crash on their website, and yet not one of them bothers to highlight the initial contact that caused the incident. Look there, I just did it. It's that easy. Then Steve Schlanger says,
there are a lot of things that riders can do in a sprint to avoid a crash.
But he doesn't actually talk about what any of those things are. He could have talked about how lead-out riders pull off, how sprinters look for gaps, the type of fencing involved, but no. Well, at least he got paid for it. Maybe I just need to gesticulate more and talk like I'm legendary anchorman Bill Curtis, except not in on the joke. Or maybe I just need a drink. This is actually from Durango, you know, which I think is where 2014 Tour of Utah winner Tom Danielson lives. You know, as handily as he won that overall, I was a little bit more impressed with the resurgent Cadel Evans. Kinda hope he blows off the Vuelta GC entirely and just focuses on stage wins. He's better at it these days and it's more exciting. Plus I got this weird Snapchat video from Oleg Tinkoff the other day.
Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational battle station.
I'm thinking it means the Contador's healed up and it's going to be a wild Vuelta. Froome's there, reigning champ Horner wasn't looking too bad at Utah, even Carlos Betancourt is going to be back, though he did finish well down on the first day at Burgos and even missed that split in the group kick yesterday. Oh man, I'm feeling the urge to make Ajay Desert jokes again. In other unimpressive returns, convicted doper Kale Leogrand appeared in a Ford commercial, posing as a professional cyclist. In a stunning turn of events, the negative reaction from the cycling internet actually affected change from a large corporation and Ford took the video down. Then again, when you've just pulled 83,000 cars off the road, what's another 2 minutes on YouTube? Finally today, the women's La Route de France. Giant Shimano's Claudia Lichtenberg leads the overall on the strength of a first-day breakaway and hanging with the leaders over the ensuing group sprints. But also interesting is the rather irritated note on the Route's homepage about how France 3 is stiffing them on video features. I suppose they probably don't read cycling news, huh? While the Route's website isn't the best, it does have live updates from each stage. They're in French, occasionally unreliable, and apparently refer to rider by number instead of name, but still. If one could read French and, say, ran an English-language website, it wouldn't be more than 15 minutes work to go through these live updates and put together some sort of race report. Catch the little details, you know, like Ali Tetric's Combativity Prize on stage 4. So I'm putting up a bounty of that day's Cyclocosm ad revenue, both AdSense and YouTube combined, for anybody who does just that for one of the remaining La Route de France stages. You might complain about how women's cycling doesn't generate any ad revenue, but on that day at least, you won't be able to say it's not making you more money than me. I'm Cosmo Catalano, and that was the week in bike.